the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect?
They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw on 2nd down. Short. It's complete to Cook. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Back to throw. Short. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Pierce. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. This is Thomas. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Pierce. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Now Griffin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Steelers at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
This 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Maynard. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Pittsburgh.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run on 1st down. Maynard, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Peters. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go jet sweep here with Coleman.
Able to slither by. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already. So he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Short. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Up the middle they go. Maynard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's Griffin. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Peters, and he will have a Steelers 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Griffin. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Up the middle they go. Maynard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering score, and it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Peters. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Short. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun. Short.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Short.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Down. Maynard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Completes it to Coleman. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10.
Short to Pierce. They set up the screen.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Short. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons as they'll square off with the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And then finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. This a 2nd and 8.
Here's Griffin to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown! A big play there. 57 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happened. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Short. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Short. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Operating from the gun. Short. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he is going to have a Browns first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They go play action here on 1st down. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Griffin. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Up the middle they go. Maynard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8. Coming up.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Maynard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
They go again with Pierce. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage. But
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 61 yards.
And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And some room to work.
Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
On 1st down, short. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, short. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Cook makes the catch on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Looking to throw. Short. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Back to throw. Short. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Griffin. That is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd
be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And the Steelers on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. In motion, the tight end. On third down, Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second and 6.
Operating from the gun. Short. That's underneath to Pierce. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And for as poorly as this offense has looked at times, it's the 4th quarter, and they're still in this game. That's a good, confident throw right there. And now, who knows? If you can put a drive together here, you can make something of this game after all.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Short.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Off play action. Short.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Short. That's caught by Durham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
126 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while,
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He could not get rid of it in a big-time loss there on third. The sack sets up fourth.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. It's Peters. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 37.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Peters. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Maynard.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
And give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Griffin down to a knee, and that should be the final act in this game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Steelers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.